What's up, everybody? Welcome to the #1 reaction channel on the planet. I'm Paper Chase.
And it's the one and only Diamond Don Juan. We are back with another reaction just for you.
That's right. We are back, and we are doing one of our favorites on this channel.
Billy Joel, The Longest Time. Do you know this song?
No, I've never heard it.
So I'm familiar with the song. Like I know For the Longest Time.
Okay.
I've heard it. But I honestly don't think I've listened to it since maybe I was like a kid. So I don't, so I know of it, but I don't know.
So you don't know it.
Yeah. I don't know what the song's about really.
Why do you even have to start out with, I know this song?
Because people are like, what? You don't, if I start singing along with the chorus, the part that I know, oh, you don't know this song, they get mad. I'm just trying to give an explanation. I'm familiar with the song.
He's what we call a panderer.
Kung Fu Pander?
A panderer.
All right.
Well, without further ado, guys, this is Billy Joel, For the Longest Time. First time reaction from me. I don't care what he says, it's a first time reaction from him too. Let's get into it.
1.5 time reaction.
Yeah, there you go.
You gonna be much longer, son?
Nah, not much longer.
For the longest time. Whoa, for the longest. If you said goodbye to me tonight, there would still be music left to write. What else could I do? I'm so inspired by you. That hasn't happened for the longest time. Once I thought my innocence was gone. Now I know that happiness goes on. That's where you found me when you put your arms around me. I haven't been there for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest. I'm that voice.
This is just, dude, this is incredible. It's like, why don't we just listen to Billy Joel every single day? Why don't we just do reactions to him every day?
Oh, because you know me, I like the best bite for last. I like to spread the meal out,
Do you know what I love about him? It's like, we've listened to quite a few songs from him now, and every single one has been just amazing, beautiful,
A
marvelous
spiritual
in every way.
experience.
But it's like no two songs are the same.
No, I love the influences and the themes that he's got. Like on this one, it's kind of like a doo-wop type of vibe to it, and that's in like some of his other songs as well. There's like a jazz element to it, So there's all the rock, and he brings them all together to make it this unique, Billy Joel thing. Like,
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and I don't know. I mean, I guess there's a lot I haven't heard, but like we just did Vienna
Mhm.
a month or so ago, and
Yeah.
and then we've done New York State of Mind and just all these different ones, and it's like they're Billy Joel. Like you can tell they're Billy Joel, his voice, everything. It has that element to it, but like none of them are like wrapped in this box. Like you get some of these artists out there that are fantastic, but it's like they kind of do a different variation of their songs over and over and over. And his, it's like each have this unique element to it that it's fantastic.
So I know the song. I remember like singing along with it, like as a kid. Just that chorus is just memorable.
Mhm.
But I had no way of interpreting the song. I didn't have a life experience
Yeah.
to be able to really understand what the song was about. So I'm like, longest time. Like I recognize like the lyrics on some level.
But
Like,
you never kind of.
but now
fully
that I'm
understood
listening
them.
to it, like I had no idea what the song was about.
Mhm.
And I'm listening to it and I'm like, what a beautiful, beautiful song. Like I can identify with this song. Are you speaking to me, Billy? Did you write this song for me?
I just love when
that,
he said, like, you know, for the longest time I thought my innocence was gone.
Yeah.
Now I know, like, happiness
Goes
goes
on.
on. Like, that was a vibe. That was so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, hey, you know, the way that I interpret it is like, hey, he had his heart broken. He didn't think that he was gonna, you know, find love again. He hasn't felt this way for the longest time, and now he's meeting this person that makes him, you know, regain that sense of innocence, that love, that, you know.
Mhm.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Just once again, I interpreted it a little bit differently.
What do you
Well,
take?
let's get back into it
Okay.
because I don't want to pause. I want to get back into it, but I'll give my thought later.
For the longest time, that voice you're hearing in the hall, and the greatest miracle of all is how I need you and how you needed me too. That hasn't happened for the longest time. Maybe this won't last very long, but you feel so right, and I could be wrong. Maybe I've been hoping too hard, but I've gone this far, and it's more than I hoped for. Who knows how much further we'll go on? Maybe I'll be sorry when you're gone. I'll take my chances. I forgot how nice romance is. I haven't been there for the longest time. I had second thoughts at the start. I said to myself, hold on to your heart. Now I know the woman that you are. You're wonderful so far, and it's more than I hoped for. I don't care what consequence it brings. I have been a fool for lesser things.
Yeah, I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong, but I mean, I there is the romantic element to it, and it obviously is a romance song, but I just felt like there's this call to like such like a younger self and like realizing that like, you know, when you were younger, you had all these aspirations, you had this vision of how you thought life would be, whether it was romantically or whatever, and it's just this callback and the whole imagery from, you know, the music video and when he's in the hallway like singing to himself,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like this callback of like, you know, I don't know how long this like this feeling is gonna last, like whatever, but you know, just kind of like that realization that like everything that you did brought you to where you are, being comfortable with that. It's kind of the interpretation I got from it, but then he definitely throws some romance in there, as any good songwriter does.
I just wanted to rewind this little part here because I like this line.
Care what consequence it brings. I have been a fool for lesser things.
Yeah, like I love the songwriting he's talking about, like, you know, meeting this person. He hasn't felt this way, you know, for the longest time. He doesn't care what consequence it brings. He's been a fool for lesser things. So it's like that willingness to just be like, you know, throw yourself into a relationship again. And he's saying like, I haven't felt this in the longest time. And you know how it is, like you're starting to date again, you meet somebody and it's like, I mean, I haven't gone on dates in forever, but I remember going through cycles of dating and just like, I don't know, you know, it's just not there. Like there's something there, maybe a little bit. And then you meet somebody and it's like, oh shit, there's like a spark. I haven't felt like this in a long time. You know, I could hold back, you know, and keep myself reserved, but I'm going to just be a fool for love again and see what happens.
Yeah, and I think the older you get, like when you're young, it's like, you know, I remember like a girl, like telling a girl like, hey, I like you. The next day, your boyfriend and girlfriend. And it's like, it's that easy, you know? And then like, once you go through all these situations in life, heartbreak and, you know, being with somebody for a long period of time, like I know you can relate to this. And then, you know, one day you're not with them anymore. And
Yeah.
you're like, damn, like, how do you like get to know a person. Like, holy shit, this is because you were so deeply involved with this person. And then it's like, how do you go out and like talk on a surface level basis? And it's like, it's terrifying.
Well, and
Like-
the thing that this song touches on for me personally is like, I've been on dates where everything was going amazing and I can see it. Like you see the the other person, and I've gone on multiple dates, or we start something, starts, things start going well, and then I can see them pulling back, like the fear, the like, I don't want to get close, like all those reservations. I've been hurt, blah blah blah, and it does take like a leap of faith, to be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to tell this person that I like them. I'm going to, whatever that is. And some people, like, they freeze up, they clam up, they're not ready for it, and that's fine. It's like, you're not in that space, but that's what I appreciate about this song is it's like, you know what? I don't care about the consequences,
That was a
I've been
beautiful line. That was a
for
really,
lesser
yeah.
things. And it's just like, I don't care, I might get hurt. Cause that's what he, is talking about as well, is saying like, basically like taking a chance on it. You know what I mean? And I just love that.
He's like, I've dealt with heartbreak before. I know
Yeah.
the consequences of it,
Yeah.
but it's worth it.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I don't care what consequence it brings. I have been a fool for lesser things. I want you so bad. I think you ought to know that I intend to hold you for the longest time. Whoa, 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 for the longest time.
There you have it.
I love just the whole imagery of it, like that, like going back to your innocence, going back to how you were when you were younger, open-hearted, not as jaded. I feel like that I picked up a lot of that from this. So
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what this song is about. I just want to know how old he was when he wrote this.
yeah, he didn't actually graduate in 1959, right?
I mean, why would you put a different date?
I don't know. That was a long time ago. It's what, 67?
Chat
years
is
ago?
thinking. It's thinking. Usually I ask the people, and I have to have an answer. He was 34. So, yeah, he'd lived enough life to go through some heartbreaks to, have those, relationships work or not work. And
Mhm.
yeah, it just feels like so wise. The song just feels like so wise to me. And that's one of the things that I've been enjoying about listening to his music, like as a grown ass man now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that a lot of these songs I have a familiarity with, I know of them, but it's more so like I heard some of them when I was like a kid.
Mhm.
And so it's like, oh yeah, it's got a catchy hook, so it sticks in your brain and it's like, for the longest time.
Exactly. Like this is such a
Whoa. Like I remember that part distinctly. I've sung along with the song, but I just didn't have the life experience to really understand the meaning behind it. And now as I'm like listening to it in some ways for the first time, it's I get to actually experience the meaning of the song, having gone through these experiences myself.
Yeah. And I think, this is one of those songs, like this is what's so magical about Billy Joel, in my opinion. And we've listened to, and this isn't a one-off. Like this,
No.
we've listened to
No,
multiple
no.
songs by him that I'm like, I come out of it like thinking about my life and everything. Like you hear the song, it's a vibe. It's been in movies. If somebody's playing it, like, if it's playing at the skating rink, you might be dancing to it or something. But when you actually like sit down and listen to it, it can teach you so much. And it kind of gives you this different perspective on, everything, and I think that this is important for a lot of people to hear. And I probably, if I would have heard this, I think my first big heartbreak when I was like 17 years old. If I would have listened to it, yes, I was probably too naive and young to like listen to something like that and take away a message like this. But I think that like this is a song that somebody could hear going through those experiences and could like help bring them out of it, which I think is
Absolutely.
incredible.
I mean, at the end of the song, he says like, I want you so bad. You know what I mean? And that's just like laying it all out on the table. That's what I love about the song. Cause again, like my interpretation, the way I take it, it's like he's been through those breakups. he's like, you know, laying it out that like, hey, this may not last. Like it feels great now, but this might not last. This could just, you know, disappear and, you know, just be a flash in the pan and it doesn't end up working out. But like, I feel this feeling I haven't felt for the longest time.
Mhm.
I feel that spark. And you know, I'm going to lay it all out there and let you know exactly how I feel, that I'm ready to like go all in, you know? And it's
Mhm.
like, it does take like a bit of bravery if you've been through that to do that, because like I said, it's like, you know, there's the fear of rejection, or sometimes when you put yourself out like that, people are like, oh, you know, I'm not ready for that, or, oh, it's too much, or, you know, whatever. It's like when you lay yourself bare, then it's like all out on the table, you know, you don't have anything left. You know what I mean? And it's a scary thing to do, especially if you've been through some, you know, past relationships that were hurtful. And so yeah, I agree with you completely. I kind of said it at the beginning of this and I wasn't like joking. I just said that it's almost like a spiritual experience listening to his music, because his songwriting is so deep and meaningful.
Mhm.
And I really feel like the more that I'm listening to his music, he might be one of my favorite songwriters.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
hands down. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like who that I've listened to recently on this, you know, channel since we've been doing it, that has songwriting that's more deep, more meaningful. And yet there's still like a simplicity. It's like, there's not these like, you know, some songs have these like abstract kind of conceptual, like, you know, they paint these vivid pictures, but I'm kind of like wondering like, oh, what's the meaning of that? It's just
Yeah.
like very straightforward. It's like he's saying
Mhm.
what it is. He's laying it all out there, and it's just like so deep and meaningful. He's a philosopher.
Absolutely. We love Billy Joel on this channel, and we hope you guys do too. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like. And if you want to join us on this journey of discovering awesome music and just, you know, having a good time, hit that subscribe button. Don't wait till later. Subscribe right now.
Yes, let us know what we need to react to next from Billy Joel or anybody else. And then, hey, maybe put in the comments, like, who else is on his level of songwriting? Am I just completely off base with that? But I'm curious if there's other artists that maybe that we've been missing, that it's like, hey, their songwriting is amazing.
Mhm.
You got to check them out. Let us know in the comments who's on the level of Billy Joel. You know, is he in your top 10
That's right, guys.
songwriters?
Subscribe. The subscribe button will be right here. Thanks, guys.
That'll be right here.
See you on the next one.
Peace.
God, you're the